segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush.
Welcome back to Nepharix Plays Fallout New Vegas. Man, been another week already.
Welcome back.
Oh, that's right, we're trying to get Cassidy.
What would you like to know?
Before we get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. It does help out the channel, but let's go ahead and dive in here. How long have you been in business?
The Crimson Caravan Company has been in business for over 130 years. We're partially responsible for the progress in the NCR. Well, the gunrunners continue to dominate the weapons market, and the Mormon traders from New Canaan control the majority of the northern routes. Normally, I oversee company operations at the hub in California. However, the New Vegas branch has been underperforming in recent years. Given the conditions here, it's not hard to see why. I'll change all that soon enough.
I don't have any more. Goodbye.
Hello.
Alright, so let me figure out where to go. Find Rose. Get her to follow you. That was down there, right? Find and collect 250 caps from Mary Jane, debt collector. And Camp McCarren. What do you mean? Wait, which one did I go to? I could go from there. Looks like I need to leave the building. Okay. So we'll go to the wreckage, and then we'll make our way up.
How may I serve you, master?
Whoa, that was random. Okay. That makes no sense to me. Okay. I think we can actually just go ahead and take the train up. I don't know why I haven't discovered it yet if I'm accepted already.
Need some grub?
Nah, I'm doing good for right now. I want to find the bobbleheads as well.
I wish he'd quit running.
What is that?
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your
Goo pile?
shopping needs.
Is that when I was getting attacked? How do I remember? Okay. Almost there. Just gotta make our way up to the strip here. I kinda wish you could just fast travel the strip directly. Oh, Boone got him. Pretty nice. I think doing these Let's Plays are the only time I really sit down and manage to have enough time to actually play nowadays. Normally I just code all day. I still gotta code. And then run 8 miles. Although I don't think that'll be too bad. I'm trying to think, where was I gonna go? I'll be here, right? Let's go up here. I still gotta find more quests just to even like hit the level 30. I hope the DLC kind of takes me over. I think the train's over here.
Go on through, soldier.
You think you would get like the discovery thing like right there. Don't need that. Of course, everything's dark again. I don't know if it's because like I have it against the window. Here, let me try that. Local. Ooh, I almost dropped that mic. Is it still on? Okay, cool. Get the lights going here. There we go. Okay. So it's actually downstairs. Caught in the rope. There we go. Yeah, it must be downstairs. Angela Williams.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Actually, I have an invoice for you from Alice.
From Alice? I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice?
You mentioned Vault 22. I might be willing to help.
Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
Listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible? Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Scientific discovery is never as simple as that.
Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing more. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
All right, I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
Alright, tremendous.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yeah, he asked me to...
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs.
Just
one
Boone
after
right
another.
here.
None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No, he didn't mention anything else.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich, not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc.
I love it how
But
Boone's
I'm
just in
willing
the
to
shot.
pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Alright, Try to look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it. Of course. Anything.
Let's see. Children mentioned the followers of the apocalypse.
My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR, give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildern trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl. Keely's brilliant, an absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them?
Exactly how old is she?
I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. So I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years? Maybe more.
Alright. That works. I never really explored down here in Camp McCarren, I guess.
I'm usually good with faces, but I don't think I've seen you here before. What brings you to Camp McCarren?
I'm here to provide support. Is there anything I might be able to help with?
You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
The fiends?
As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them, and they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
I'll go to Vault 3 and see if I can find
That
your
vault
ranger.
is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
Love it. Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
You seem calm given that things are as bad as they are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
I could look into who's leaking NCR intelligence.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
I put a spell on you. That's a good song. All right.
Bye.
And they got a lot of quests here. Is this the outside? Maybe this will let me discover it if I want to fast travel. You get my terminals in. Alright, let's knock it out here. Man, I don't even see any words though. Tell. Alright. I hit level 12.
This is is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering
All
if
day,
you've
so
come
then
to
you
the right
come.
place, you have. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR
Pretty
is
nice,
concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15. Moving on.
Ooh, I'd
Rumors
hit the
have
max
surfaced
here.
that Top's hotel owner Benny has taken yet another unexpected leave of absence. We spoke
Alright,
to
let's
his
start
right-hand
boosting
man,
the rest
Swank.
of it here.
Do I seem worried to you, baby? Sometimes a cat just needs room to swing. He'll be back. Sure
do
as a
barter.
conga drum's got a groovy beat.
Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas.
Actually, we could probably do
wishing
speech here.
you ladylike luck tonight. Have you ever been in love with a
Let's see,
celebrity?
my level 12 perks.
Now, come on, you don't have to be shy.
Can do additional 25,
I feel it
survival.
between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad
Oh,
about
this
the
is
boy.
perfect for the achievement. Got a 20% boost in step attack use. Is there any other things I can hack into around here?
I know it's stupid to be mad.
I'm surprised I didn't discover Camp McCarren yet.
I'm so ashamed of it, but must admit
Here, let's do that side quest.
the had about
So you're a trooper. I wonder if I can inflate my luck somehow.
silver screen melts my foolish heart in single scene.
I guess he would be upstairs though, huh?
Though I'm quite aware that here and there are traces
Nice job out there.
about the
Cell door inaccessible. PR confiscated. Everything here.
Hey, welcome aboard.
Lord knows.
Here, actually, let's go ahead and just make it active. Talk to Captain Curtis. Instead of just me wandering around here. Am I standing right over him? Yeah, there he is. Guess he's down. Any chance I can go over here? Perfect, there we go.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Colonel Husu wanted me to look into the recent intelligence things.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Where should I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
Alright, who should I be talking to about the intelligence? What do you do here? Come on.
NCR's hold south of the dam. One more story for you. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto.
Is it local?
And called for a mass, quote, return to sender. And that's the news. More classics coming right
I
up
guess
for
they're
you,
outside.
so stay tuned.
Alright, perfect. So we found going outside here. Let's find the head honchos. Looks like one of them's inside.
I'm Bitter Root, first recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Better route, yeah.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
Never mind.
Okay, I will. Guess that's something I'd rather not talk about. That. Guess not. You really want to talk to somebody, try 10 of spades. He's always got plenty to say. Me, I'm here to do my job. For now, that job is shooting fiends. You a merc? Well, then I guess you want to talk to my
father, Major Daughtry. He's our CO.
Alright.
All right. Goodbye.
I didn't turn up too much. 10 of spades.
Hey, my man. 10 of spades. First recon sharpshooter at your service.
Are you alright? You probably got to red?
Oh, yeah. Fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass.
Sure it doesn't? Are you sure?
Damn right. The LT. Gorobets gave it to me.
Where do you get
See,
the name?
I wanted to be ace of spades, but the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack of spades. Sounds better, right? I keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to ace. Think I'll skip queen though.
Man. Is there another person in there? Oh.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, first recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
You remember everybody who passes through here?
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all. And a lot of scouting from place to place.
Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
As a matter of fact, it's funny that you'd ask. A couple nights back, I was on watch in the yard. Got myself a habit of looking all around, not just where I'd expect to find trouble. Old habit, but it saved my hide on occasion. Round about 1 in the morning, I spied some lights in the control tower. Now that's the 3rd time I've spied those lights, mind you. And every time I ask about it, they tell me the place was empty. I'm just saying, didn't look empty to me.
Thanks for the
No
information.
trouble at all. Might be nothing. Couple frisky young folks looking for a quiet place to snuggle up. That light is mighty consistent. Always there at 1 a.m. Might be worth a look.
Just string rifle at lever action, right?
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorobets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets. Always a
Perfect.
pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
Control tower at 1 a.m. Where's that though?
Hey.
Anybody else I could talk to that's not as NCR troop? Little Buster.
Let me guess. You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
I used to be famous or something?
Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory.
Can you imagine
Shit.
if somebody, like, every
I'd
time you
settle
talk to
just
them,
for the
you're
women. Because I killed a couple of marks for him, that's why. You ever hear of Jackson? Or Night Terror?
I take it they were fiends?
Damn right they were. They were good, too. Till I popped a couple shells in their assholes. Bam. Dead. Finished. Over. See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little here and there, but my shit gets done.
What are you gonna do now?
See, I thought the bounty hunting trade would be easy money, but it turns out it's hard work, so screw it. Also, I ran into this Mark who was a little too tough for me. I mean, I could have taken him. But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape.
Damn,
I'm all
that's a
for
strong
risking
word.
my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole.
Alright, let's do...
Alright.
Yeah, I'll match him. It's clean as clock. Start off with the 9. 8, 7. Just double that up for him. Then boom, 21.
Folks, it's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. Merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. Moving on. The death toll continues to climb around Camp McCarren,
back up,
where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong.
Lost?
In New Vegas,
Yep, I'm still here.
Let's try it again.
Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
Dude, we got this. I don't know how I lost. Funky. Double up here. Down to 5. Damn, that was a good play. Let's do 6. 9. And then hit it with the ace. Oh, I don't have a jack to follow that up. Let's see how many spades are on the field. I could remove it with this. Do 9. Or actually, let's do 5. No, wait, 6. Could do, let's see, I'm trying to think of a good play here. This will get me to where I need to be here. Can I go back up? Or do I need to hit it with this spade?
This is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your passion. This just in. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. In other news, the death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. This program was brought to you by Gamora. Gamora. It'll be our secret. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Man, I got no plays here. I need a queen or a spade card. Card. Perfect. There we go. We'll go ahead and call it a day there, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm still here.
You enjoy this content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below, but we'll catch you in the flip side. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. See ya. Bye.